Okay, now we're looking at Cami and her backstroke start. And again, I think you're doing a good job at where your feet are and how you're addressing yourself at the start. Getting pulled up pretty good on the start. I'd like to see your head in a more neutral position. Okay, so it's a little bit more in line with your shoulders. And then your hips in a little bit more. So you're a little bit straighter with the back, maybe slightly in, but right now your back is coming quite a bit of ways in. So your hips are out a little bit more and your shoulders are in quite a bit. So you have this diagonal back instead of a straight back. And what that really does is it creates more time it's going to take for you to get over the top of your hips and create the start. So it's a little bit more difficult to get off the wall fast and get yourself into that streamlined position quickly. So you're here, and then as you go to take off, again, it's just hard to get over the top of your hips. So as you're coming off the wall, and I see that a lot, if you're diagonally with your back like that, then when you go to push off, your hips never really got above the surface of the water. They kind of stayed in the water. And if you get a straighter back and you get that head in a more neutral position at the start, you're going to be able to get those hips out of the water a lot easier. So you're going to be coming over the top of the water a little bit more in your start. You got your arms relatively straight. They're bent a little bit. So this is not quite straight. We want to be a little straighter with it. But I think if you give yourself a little bit more time, you'd get back in that straight position instead of that bent position in terms of your arms. And the head needs to be a little more neutral. So at this point, you want to be looking straight up at the ceiling, and you're still looking a little bit more back here, back behind you. So each one of those components has really helped if you can get a straighter back so you have more time to do the start. You really never got out of the water, so it creates a little bit more of a hardship in terms of getting in the body position you want to be in for the start. You're creating a little more drag because you stayed in the water the whole time rather than getting the hips out of the water and getting your whole body out of the water in the start.